All right, let's see how long it takes this truck to heat up. It's a little bit colder today than it was when I did that Chevy video. Let's see. Not long at all, actually. The truck is idling just a little rough, and I think it's just because it's really cold outside. It's been in like the low 20s up here in Maryland, so we got to do a high idle. So what you normally do is you normally hit the cruise control like so, and then you hit set, and then that'll pretty much turn on your high idle. Now you can increase the RPMs up to no higher than 1500. So if I hold it down, you'll see it just go up slightly. And that is just good for if you're not planning on driving a truck for a few minutes, just to kind of just help it heat up quicker. Before we get into the video, I want to give a special shout out to this company called Joytutus. They sent me this heated blanket, and I am actually going on a trip down to South Carolina soon, and so my wife and I are going to use this. Now, I'm going to do a part 1 to this, so be sure to check into my description. I'm going to put this down there. There's going to be a discount for you guys. So this would be a perfect Christmas gift or Thanksgiving gift if you like. So if you are typically cold inside the car, this is going to help you out. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we pull out of the package here, I just want to kind of show you guys. It is a 12 volt, and it does say it's perfect for cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and SUVs. Now this will have a 79-inch cord. So if you do have a 3-row SUV, this should actually extend back pretty far. That way if someone in the back needs a little bit more warmth, this is going to help them out here. Now it does plug directly into the cigarette lighter too. And there are some safety features for this too, so be sure to go online, check this out so you guys can see what they are. And of course it has a flexible storage bag, which is in right now. So let's go ahead and pop it out of the bag, and let's just kind of get an idea of how it looks all spread out. So I have it outside of the package here, and what I can tell you is it is pretty soft to the touch too. And this is going to be a flannel material. And if you break it all out, it's actually a nice size blanket too. Let me just see if I can show it to you guys in the frame. So it is pretty big, and as you see on the side, you have your cord. It says about 79 inches of cord, and you just have your low, high, and off switch. Pretty easy to use, pretty lightweight. And then this is just where it plugs into right here. So all you have to do is just plug it in to those 4 prongs, and then you're in business. On my next video, I'll be sure to show you guys how well it works inside the car with my wife. Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do a video on a 2019 Ram 3500. Now this will be a long bed, and this is actually the first long bed single rear wheel video I've done, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys this truck. It will be a Tradesman, and it has a few options on it, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to change up just a little bit. We're going to start with the window sticker. Just want to show you guys the base price, $41,650. This truck was painted in a Patriot Blue Pearl. Really beautiful color, by the way, too. Nice deep blue. And here's some of your standard equipment for the truck. Now, as you know, Rams now for 2019 have a 373 axle in the rear. And one good thing to point out, too, is even though this is a Tradesman, you still get push button start. Standard equipment is going to continue at the top here on the right, and then your optional equipment is listed below. If you want that Patriot Blue Pearl, it's going to be $100. Snow Chief Group was picked for this truck. Now this truck does have the chrome appearance group too. It looks pretty good actually with this blue too. With this truck being like a base model truck, it does actually really make it look good. It has a chrome grille surround too. Now they did equip this truck with the Tradesman level 2 equipment group. And then here's everything that's going to be included with that package there. And they did delete carpet inside of the interior too. This truck was equipped with a 6.7 liter Cummins. This will be the base Cummins for the truck, so it's going to have the 68 RFE transmission, and they did include a trailer brake controller too. Destination comes in at $1,695 with a total price of $55,375. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this pearl blue. I really like it. It's really deep too. You really have to step up close to it. You can kind of see some of crystals inside the paint too. But as you see, you have that chrome front end. Now this will be pretty much option on this truck: chrome bumper, chrome grille, and wheels. This is pretty much what you would get if you do not opt for that. So if you prefer to have it all blacked out, this is what you would get right here, which doesn't look bad either. I actually think either way looks good, but the chrome looks better with this blue though. I think the chrome really makes the blue pop well. And here's just a better angle for the paint also, with the sun hitting it. It looks really good, by the way. You do have the tow mirrors, and you have black plastic door handles too. And anytime you get a 3500, you will get leaf springs in the rear. If you get a 3/4 ton, it's going to have a 5-link coil sprung suspension. Chrome rear bumper is a part of that chrome package too. It's a really nice truck. Now you will have halogen headlights, incandescent bulbs in your tail lights, so there's really no frills on this truck. Now if you get a Tradesman, you can actually get LED headlights, and I believe it gives you LED taillights also. So if you are interested in that, be sure to opt for those packages. And I figure you guys would like to see what the truck looks like with the mirrors and tow mode. So there you go. Let's take a look at the interior. Although this is the base model trim package, you do get a lot of nice key features I'm going to show you here. One thing I do like is they do still give you like this aluminum style door handle. And this is basically the same seats you get inside the Bighorn. So you're not really down on features. I mean, you still get automatic headlights. You also have the vinyl flooring, which deleted the carpet that originally came inside the truck. Now, as far as your multi-information display inside your gauges here, you do have good information that you can see inside of here. Pretty much shows you all your temperature gauges, exhaust brake, shows you your boost pressure. You do have a gauge also for your DEF, and then this is going to be for your diesel particulate filter right here in the center. And oil life, fuel filter life, battery voltage, and it just gives you like a rundown for your gauges here. Idle. It's the first time I've ever seen nothing for that. I mean, normally the dealership would drive the trucks a little bit. The truck has 4 miles on it too, by the way, so pretty much hasn't been driven much. And it just takes you back to the front here to your tire pressure. Fuel economy, trip information. You have trip A and a trip B. And this is all, you know, easy to use just based off of these 4 buttons here. Cruise control, and you can actually lock the gears in if you are towing. Now obviously this truck did have the auxiliaries because you have the Snow Chief that does come with that. The trailer brake was optional too, but it was opted on this truck. Diesel exhaust brake, tow haul mode. You still get additional USBs below, and you also have a backup camera. So as I mentioned, I mean, there's still a lot of key features on this truck that you don't lose by getting a base model truck. And I mean, and overall, the interior is nice. I mean, you have nice storage. You know, you have storage above here. They give you a nice little spot maybe to put. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, this is probably useless, but you have some storage here. Hey, in the comment section, if you know what you would put here, put it in there, because I would have no idea what I would fit in there. Maybe a key. I mean, here's a key for the truck. I mean, if you don't have any keys on your keychain, you could just slip your key in here. But nice layout for your climate. And like I said, I mean, you still have, you know, Bluetooth. You still have a lot of other features on this truck. They do give you a gear shifter for your four-wheel drive system. I prefer this a little bit more than just having this your standard just push a button. I really do like this a lot better. So of course you can get this in this Tradesman obviously, and you can also get this with the Power Wagon too. Out back you do have a fixed bench, so if you need to lift the seats up, it all comes up together. Ample storage down here. You don't have the subwoofer on that side, so you have a little bit more space. And you know, I do like the vinyl flooring. I mean, this is a lot easier to clean and maintain. And they still give you floor mats with this too. So the floor mats are actually out back in the bed here, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like having just a clean rear seat here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. and we will go ahead and get into the Weight Watchers video. Now, if you haven't had a chance yet, be sure to watch the video I did on that 2020 Grand Design Momentum. I think it's a 395M. Be sure to take a look at that video. My wife and I did a walk around, and it kind of gives you a good idea of the numbers for this RV. Now, these are the numbers you're going to see for a LongBed 1-ton Ram with a diesel. Your gross ax weight rating in the front is going to be 6,000 pounds. Rear's at 7,000. It's going to be the same as my Mega Cab because they ride on the same frame, and they're going to have the same gross fuel weight rating of 12,300 pounds. Alright guys, so as you guys have seen in my previous videos, whenever you have a truck with a lot of options on it, you typically have a lot lower payload capacity. Now this truck has no options. Now I'm going to show you guys the numbers, and this truck has a 4,548 pound payload capacity. So if you want the most capacity, you're going to have to buy a truck similar to this one. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is when you start getting into 16, 17, 18,000 pounds for a trailer, you probably really want to consider a dually. I mean, this truck definitely can tow it. I mean, this truck has the capacity for towing capacity and for, as you see, payload, but you really want to consider a dually at some point when you get to those 16+ thousand pounds for trailer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers for Weight Watchers. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So if you haven't had a chance yet, be sure to watch the video for the walk around for this trailer. It's going to be a 2020 Grand Design Momentum 395M. Now these are going to be the numbers for the trailer. Now real quickly, I'm going to show you the actual unloaded vehicle weight. Now this was the unloaded vehicle weight of the trailer without any options. I added 2,200 pounds to it because I figured, you know, this is a big trailer, and most people who buy tow haulers, they're going to load it up with a bunch of stuff. We'll use these numbers for now, and I'll change this to the actual hitch weight for this number here too, so 1 second. Alright, so what I did was, this trailer does have the generator in the front, so I'm going to use 21% here just because it's just a little bit added weight to the front of the trailer. Now as you guys saw, this does have a 20,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, so big trailer. Now let's go and put the numbers in for the truck. So the very first thing you're going to have here is the curb weight. Now in order to get the curb weight, what you have to do is you have to take the gross vehicle weight rating, which was 12,300 pounds, and you have to subtract it from your payload capacity of 4,548, and then that's going to give you 7,752 pounds. Now online, this truck does have a gross combined vehicle weight of 28,300 pounds, and you're going to have a towing capacity. Now you saw it was 20,110. I reduced that by 32 pounds, which was the actual number for the towing capacity for this specific truck, so it does go down just slightly. So this truck does have the capacity to tow the trailer. Now because this is a slightly bigger fifth wheel, and because I assume that anyone that's going to be towing with this is probably going to have a little bit heavier hitch, probably a little bit heavier pin box, because I'd be honest with you, when you start getting into this weight, you're going to need a bigger, more robust pin box with some shock absorbers, with some type of airbag, because once you get over 16, 17,000 pounds, you really start to feel it back there. So I increased this by a little bit, and I mean, this truck does have a 6-seat inside, so we're going to increase this just a little bit too. But you know, overall, I mean, you still have the capacity. So assuming you have about 400 pounds of cargo, including your hitch and any other gear you might have inside the truck, and assuming you have about 500 pounds of passengers, you still have about 372 pounds of available payload. Now the new gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 11,928 pounds, so you're definitely getting close there. And this is going to be your new gross combined vehicle weight. Now in my state, you're definitely going to have a non-commercial CDL license to use this setup, so be sure to keep that in mind. And as you guys know, I mean, we're definitely under this here, but we have to load it up now. So this is the unloaded vehicle weight for this trailer. So we're going to add 2,200 pounds, which is going to give us 17,800 pounds, and it's going to change your hitch weight. We're going to use 21%, and this is going to be 3,738 pounds, which puts you over just so slightly at 90 pounds. So I'm pretty sure you can definitely make this truck work, but here's my opinion. This is a big, long trailer. It's really hard to get tires to kind of meet this kind of capacity, because when you're putting so much pin weight, I mean, look how much pin weight you're putting on this truck. I mean, that's a lot of capacity for just 2 tires. I mean, that's a lot of capacity. So once you start getting into these 16 plus ranges, you really want to start looking at a dually, and you got to make sure you check out the pin weights for trailers that are front living. Typically front livings, you're going to have your TV, your couches up front. Front kitchens tend to have heavy pin weights, and if you have like those larger wide body fifth wheels that have the front bathrooms, those tend to have pretty heavy pin weights too. So definitely watch that number, which is right here, and you really want to watch this number too, because this is a lot of capacity. And granted, this is a really large trailer. I mean, we did not max it out at 20,000 pounds. So if you're at 20,000 pounds or close to it, I mean, you're pretty much in a 4,000 pound hitch weight. I mean, if I were to use my truck for the scenario, even at the unloaded hitch weight, I wouldn't have enough capacity. So, I mean, if you're looking at trailers this size, you're pretty much looking at dualies. I've seen a lot of guys actually at campgrounds towing these trailers with, you know, single rear wheel trucks. And again, they will do the job, but you want to be responsible. You want to make sure that you have more than enough capacity, and you want to make sure you're safe on the road. So I hope this was helpful. Looking forward to continuing to do this. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, feel free to list it out. As I mentioned on my videos, this is KYD's spreadsheet, so I give them a shout out every time I do this. I put the link in the description for this if you'd like to use this for yourself. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.